I got a feeling that the only people who I know that are like excellent in technology and things of that sort is really I would 100% bank it on the Garland Ironworks. Like Sid's gonna come in and save the day. Biggs and Wedge are gonna come in and assist. That's where I think that we're going to have an issue or have like the help. Or Grahatia is gonna have like some kind of weird knowledge of ancient Allag burners, because again, he spent all that time in the Crystal Tower and he has all those years of knowledge that he was as the Crystal Exarch, like to be able to help. Those are the 1 or 2 options that I'm thinking. 1 or 2. Okay, back to it.
Do you speak of Allagan refined adamantite?
Oh! Oh! Yes! It is so good to be right! Oh! Feels good. All right, back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I might end up like making the last stream like a big deal and like taking a day off for
it. To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be.
God! For like 2 patches and this still hits his heart. That was the first like sharp death I think that we felt. Moonbreeda's, if I remember correctly, was like the first sharp dagger that we weren't just ready for. I wasn't ready for. The hell happened? Yo, they fucking killed everyone. Oh no, I deleted my background. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, whatever you guys are sitting down to watch this episode of the Caffeinated Dad Gaming live stream. I hope you guys are ready for a lot of that song. That is apparently the song that we're going to be getting quite a bit. I think it's funny too, is because I was really trying my best to put together a meme that not only made sense. Oh, you're going to be one of those punks, aren't you? Let's do this one. Does this one work? I was trying to put together a meme that made sense, but then also like really captured the feeling of that super loud music. You know what? Let's start Charlene. Can we do Charlene? Charlene? Yeah, let's do Charlene. I will say that I did not like the ending of last stream because it was really emotional. Legitimately, it was very, very emotional. Oh, wow, that's low pixel. Oh, look at that. That was supposed to have higher quality, higher resolution. Ugh. Hold on, I'll fix it. Give me a sec. I didn't like the end because it really made the whole idea of Moonbreeda sting that much more. And I think that's also why I wanted to put in the idea that that wasn't the first dagger that we had. That wasn't the very first one that we had. Just given the fact that, well, like everything that happened with the Waking Sands. You know what? That's slightly better. What's up, folks? Ugh. Running on a budget stream this week. I know I cleared my cache and I accidentally deleted my background. So that's a thing. You can do that. Let me do, does this one work? Yeah, let's get them large files. Hold on, you guys ready? We hit them with a third. Did it even download? I don't think it did. All formats? No, it did not download. No, you can't download anything. Regardless, we have had a wild ride, and right now we are up until we just got done with the Moonbreeda's parents scene, which again is still, that hits like a dagger. I don't know. There's so much that happened that can happen here towards the end. Please, can I just have a freaking image? Thank you. Good God. Why is this that difficult? And now it's super zoomed in. Fan-freaking-tastic. Who is running this stream? Thank you, Dark Knight. How much you really were on a roll with your theory cooking last stream. Yeah, I mean, there's sometimes y'all make me feel like I'm a silly goose. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are sometimes you guys make me feel like a silly goose, but I'm all right. And And I've gotten to the point where it's like, I can't tell if you guys are doing that to be serious. You know what? Can we just, yeah, there we go. You know what? That's where we're going to call it. There we go. There's times where I can't tell if you guys are doing it to make me feel like you guys are kind of filling me full of crap because you guys know what's going to happen. We will do that regardless of accuracy. But I think that's also part of the fun, is because like, all right. So I'll put on my cook hat because I have some cooks that I got to talk about tonight. So the first one, of course, is going to be where we are right now. And you guys can make me feel like a silly goose. Thank you, Nicola. I have not lied to you today. Pseudonym that will change very quickly. Yes, thank you. Thank you for putting in yet. I'm still of the mind. So where we are right now is that we have to, the arc that they are transporting people from our world to the moon so that we can all run away. That's the idea that we're helping out the Charlayan people with. I'm thinking we're gonna gather up all the necessary materials. Alphino's ploy, his ploy is because one, our two agreements are one that we got to talk to Hydaelyn, and then two, we have to go and deal with Medion and her chorus of undead death Medions. So here's how I think it's gonna shake out. We're gonna find we're gonna get all the pieces. The afterburner's gonna work good. We get to go to talk to Hydaelyn first. I think because we have to talk to Hydaelyn first, and I think that's going to be the first kind of like initial interaction. Truth be told, I don't think that's going to go well. I think something is going to happen. I got a bad feeling. We're on quest level 88, so like, I mean, there's so much that can go wrong in this time. Let me put it this way: there's so much that can go wrong in this time that I don't know. I just have a bad I have a bad feeling. Thank you, Gen X. I appreciate it. I appreciate you doing that. To give you a fair hand, I won't name instances, but there are many moments where you set out to cook a cake but ended up with a pie. Does that mean I won? Jack, is that a praise? Are you giving me praise today? Oh my goodness. You make it sound so easy. Thank you, Jack. I'm thinking that we're going to have to go and talk to Hydaelyn. I think something is going to go wrong in that interaction. Thank you. If you guys are new members, go ahead and put those cups up. Welcome in all the new Caffeinated Cult members. Regardless, I really think that we're going to go and talk to Hydaelyn and something's going to go wrong. I think we are still going to go of the mindset. I'm still of the mindset that we're going to have to unalive Hydaelyn. I think that's the only thing. I'm still of the mindset that it has to do something with the balance, because again, if we're looking at it in the regard of Zodiark being a whole massive chunk of Aether, it kind of plays, in my mind, it plays to the idea is that Zodiark and Hydaelyn were meant to control each other, or were meant to balance each other out. Hydaelyn is supposed to be that, we'll say, the jailer, so to speak, to him. So whether or not she's if she's a primal, this kind of goes against that theory, because then primals are all Aether, but it would make sense that she has like some kind of play to hold off essentially Dynamis, which is really what the problem is. But now that Zodiark's gone, there's stagnant Aether, and that's our issue. I think it's something to do with Hydaelyn I think that's going to stall out everything, and then we're going to go and deal with Medion. That's where I'm at right now. Are you buffering? I don't have any drop frames yet. Night's still young. Night is still young. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much that can go wrong. And I'm like, I don't know. All I'll say is I got to play the game, and I'll make more judgment calls. I'll make more judgment calls as I go. Don't worry. Don't you worry. We are here with the normal cult. Chloe is dead. Orm was showering me with golden coins, and Galactic is judging me very, very heavily, actually, all the time. I did want to talk about this. Did you guys hear about the guy who ended up in the news? He had like 25, it was like 25 or 30 plastic horses in his rectum. Did you guys hear about this? Like, boo in advance. This is legitimate. Just, I swear to God, be careful about what you search for. But it's on the news. Well, he had 25 horses in his rectum, and his condition is stable. You guys are no fun. I just wanted to have a joke. Sounds tight. Oh. And they were put there by his neighbor. Anyway, we're moving on. All right. Lending courage to Lepore, it's not dispensed to the rest of the laurels. Several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their station. You've done this one. He was riding hard. Quits and stampeding up. Galactic, did you actually search? Galactic just messaged me in game. He was like, you lied. That was not in the news. Galactic, buddy. Are the glue that keep this community stable. You can wear it, it's too large. It's capsized. Also, no, you can flip the boat over. But that's also the biggest fear of bald sea captains is capsizes. Yeah. He really thought. I think he did it as a joke. I did not look that up. I'm sorry to disturb every one of you. Okay, we're back on. His life on the line. There was, okay, so I did see this one dad joke, and I'll give you guys the point of it, where you're supposed to tell the story and be like, whenever you're Googling something, please make sure that you hit every single letter appropriately. Apparently, I forgot to put the R in Gary Oldman, and yeah, I got some unfortunate results. Anyone catch it? I'm gonna rest my phone. Thanks, I hate it. You gotta be very careful. Anyway. Do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alice. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I love the fact. Because at first, when I heard it, I was like, what? Gary Oldman? And I was like, and then I typed it out, I was like, oh no. You're only a few clicks away. Oh. But those, knows how she's like to scorn. Not to mention, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing until later. Okay. Do. Oh man, she's all the way over there. Alrighty, let's ride. Let's roll out this gang. Yeah, so we got, thank you. So we have a little bit of questing left. I think the idea is that we have, I think the estimate's like, wasn't it like 12 to 20 quests, somewhere in that neighborhood? So I'm thinking, and I'm willing to bet that they're going to be juicy quests. There's going to be long cutscenes, not to mention individual duties. I think more MSQ 21. Yes, that number sounds right. Insanity. So I might play it as if I get close to the finale, to the very end of the at least 3 more streams. Yeah, I might do and now I'm gonna check with the mods to make sure, but I might do like a larger stream, start my stream a little bit early one night and go from there. I think that might be the duty. That might be the play. That might be something that I do, just to have like one solid thing, you know, like one solid stream. Okay, that is one super soggy. You know, you're only supposed to steep green tea for like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just saying. I did not. It's been steeping for like a half hour. It's still delicious though. It's not bad. I get I go out of my way to get like the natural honey, like the actual bee honey. And it's like unfiltered stuff, so it's like got the crusties on top of it. Oh, it's good. It's so good. No. Legitimately, I was just drinking tea. Need to get those Euphoria. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Looks like it worked. Super muscular shark. Why did I mount up when I didn't need to? T-snob horror intensifies. Oh, geez. Can I sprint? I have 210 seconds to complete this. Drinking tea. I tried. Actually, when I first, and I think I've talked about this, when I first started streaming legitimately on Twitch, I would make a full pot of coffee, and my joke or my thing was that you could spend the Twitch points on my stream by making me drink coffee. I didn't think there would be that many people watching me. I had a couple of people, one of which was an IRL friend. They watched so much, and then they threw all of their coffee drinks at the same time. Happy late birthday, Shadow. And I ended up having to drink nearly a pot of coffee, full brew, normal coffee, at like 10 o'clock at night. I didn't go to bed until like 2 in the morning. And even then, the sleep was crap. Where you started hearing colors. Yeah, it was a bad idea. Bad idea. I said, I'm not doing that again. Because I had such a following and there was people who were doing it, I cheated them. I'll be the first one to say I made decaf coffee for the rest of the streams after that and be like, oh no, you made me drink coffee. Oh. I mean, it still kept me up a little bit, but it wasn't bad as my full brew coffee. I learned a mistake as a streamer, or I had a mistake as a streamer. How did you come to be involved in this? Your sister basically yelled at me and I'm scared of her. Huh. Then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. Never involve chat with streamed drinking games. Yeah, I learned my lesson. Turns out that this is a base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what's included into the ship's manifest can be found here. This sounds like my worst nightmare. I've actually gotten a lot more sensitive to coffee as I've gotten older. I get it. I absolutely understand gemstones. Say hey, I'm good to see you. Learn to put cooldowns on your redeems. I didn't realize how to do it. There's something in these boxes. Oh no, it's Alizé. They're lighter than they look, and not everyone has your delicate... Damn! I suppose we should let someone know that we've finished. Damn, she's throwing fades. Theopaldin is the courtyard. We can report to him. That was an unnecessary shot at Alfie. I'm just saying. His arms aren't... Yeah, but they're more delicate. There's a difference. Also, by the way, Phoenix got mad at me because apparently she left stream last week right as I started talking about my my new cooking thing, where I was talking about the recipe that I had. I did see that message, Phoenix, by the way. I was so mad. Yeah, Irish chicken chowder, man, that thing was banging. It was so good. Theopaldin doesn't have a shirt, does he? Oh, he does. Okay. Series 110. It's Allie herself and Astinian. Oh yeah. Well, Astinian gets a free pass on a lot of that stuff. Haven't seen your new dress though. All right, hold on. Let me finish talking to this man. Quite. I've been friends with your parents since the days of the studium. I remember when you were about yay high, waddling hither and thither. Clearly, it's been quite some time since we've met. It is good to see you again, wielding your father's newlets no less. You knew our parents when they were young? What were they like? Pray spare no detail. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and the reams of paperwork want for submission. We can help with that. In exchange for those sort of stories for our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Very well then. Well, that was easy. But how do the twins have any clearance on any of this, by the way? That doesn't make sense to me. What? Oh, okay, I guess they're gone. Thank you. The forum representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. I'm certain they'll be back sooner. Okay. Oh, that's a fancy dress you got there. It really brings out the murder in your eyes. See, and again, I've said this, I think, 5, 6, 7, a dozen times. I've said this about 5, 6, 7 dozen times here. Look, actually, it works better when I'm like right back here. Is the amount of time that you guys put into finding the right outfits for your characters to make them all look good. Like, I totally get it. Like, legitimately, I do. Now, Witchy's standing right here with a whose toy train is that? Oh, and I just took it. Oh no, and I froze the camera. Maybe I could save it. Hold on. I accidentally fat fingered the camera button or the. No, it's done. Oh no. And I froze the game. Oh dear. There we go. Okay, we're back. We're back. I saved a screenshot and I broke the game. It's lagging on my end, but is it lagging on your guys's? Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna back up. Everything. Her outfit killed the stream. Damn, I said one thing. I was like, wow, it brings out the murder. And I was murdered immediately. All right, hold on. Hey, there it is. Would it be a Calf Dad stream if I didn't start it, or at some point end up on my knees? All right, I'm gonna stop looking at both Witchy and Phoenix because apparently their outfits are too good that they're killing my stream. I'm too powerful. I'm gonna do it one more time. I love the outfits, by the way. Looks fantastic. Everything just jumped for me. Not touching what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just... Wait, you have a new outfit, Galactic? Where's your outfit? Oh, isn't that the... You've had that outfit for a while now, if I remember correctly. Long time, actually, for your... Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not that one exactly. You got the colors. I like that Sig went ahead and got into Halloween spirit. I'm feeling the Halloween spirit. Sammy over there looking like a, like, almost like a plague doctor, but more like a reaper, I guess? I would say actually more plague doctor with that look. I love it. Same one I always have one. Lala and Red, new song by Calf Dad. Oh, you mean the one that killed my stream? Yeah. Yeah, that happened. Alrighty. Reserved representative. The nature of this paperwork is not particularly well-guarded secret, but due to how dull it is to read, will nevertheless remain largely unknown. Hey, get Calf a better camera.
Starting a Get CF a better camera fund.
I appreciate that, I do, but also let me just go ahead and say that I don't think it's the camera. For whatever reason, every time that I go ahead and put my camera on, at every stream, there's at least one concern. The camera's fine. I figured it out for the most part. Every stream, there's at least one issue. I don't make the rules here. I don't. You worried misplaces Quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents in my hands at last. As for your other task, pray keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you succeed. It is without a doubt the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlayan has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of the truth. Oh, operator, it's user. I wish y'all would have my back for at least like one thing. You're like, yeah, the camera. There's something wrong with the camera. You guys take every chance you can. Y'all gonna have to hop out of that crazy pond because y'all starting to act like some silly gooses. Thank you very much. Oh, I did want to, if y'all hadn't seen it, yeah, it's probably my USB hub. Oh, I have no doubt in my mind that it is. We're agreeing with you. I did want to share, let me go ahead and pull it up. I have created another channel for specifically my clips here from the stream. Where the hell is it? There it is. It's only got a handful of YouTube shorts on there. That's really all it is. It's just basically a YouTube short channel. But if you guys want to check it out, did that not copy? Did not copy anything. You can go ahead and see it there because I am trying to upload about like once a day. Is about how often I want to have those up and ready to go. So if you guys check it out, there you go. I'll pin it. Calf Dad clips. Trying to be better about that because I have so much excess footage of all of my streams and everything else that I've done that I'm kind of at the point where it's like, I bet I got to use this for something, you know, like I also doing the stream memes. I think Thursday is going to be the Pimp My House one, by the way. That one's going to be fun. Remained on our persons, you will note. Fire engine red and black cherry red. I appreciate that. I like that because I like the fire engine outfit or the it was the fire engine red outfit that I did for the longest time. You struggled out of your swaddling clothes, and that's quite enough of that. Thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd asked to hear or to reiterate. Dylan Holis's cooking videos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Trying to make it take the night off might be a good a VOD night. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say my stream looks like it's doing good now. Boop, boop. Of course. I've known your father for so long. I must have something. Part of the LvL name garners such respect in Charlayan is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Nimkref's Hope, a lineage few can claim. They were simple. They were simply there when it happened. It's a tradition been point of pride.
Always loved your stream. Keep being awesome, Cafe Quills.
Thank you very much, Riken. I appreciate that. I did turn it up. And I think I have the background music up a little lower. Thank you. I appreciate that. And also, good morning, Werewolf. Good to see you. We'll turn up to 80, I think. Background music was a little low. There you go. Calf equals gaming. That would be good on a t-shirt. The ways of war and pursued enlightenment through knowledge and reasoning has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, Archon Louiswa looked not to Nimkref's words, but his deeds. He asserted in defiance of his peers that choosing to save the great and small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. It was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and fall of civilizations that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. there will ever be conflict, and calamity always will follow. There it is. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. Oh my goodness. Didn't Alfie drop that line? Was it Alfie or Alice? One of them dropped that line on 4chan. Whatever his name was. I think it was Alfie. Alfie dropped that line. Not a better camera. Is my camera froze?
Not a better camera. Caff needs a better USB hub.
That's true, probably. Yeah. Warrior Life does. The mods would nuke me from orbit as well. Appreciate it, Qatar. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louis lived by the Portional Creed and used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need. Charlene or no? Try to build the kit. I should try to build the kit that I have, yeah. Loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet 4chan could not reconcile Louis Swad's deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers. A philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Over this contradiction for much of his life. Gramps was fond of that. Louis Swad actually is like, in all of what we know of him, every interaction that he is just like, Louis Swad has been like the peak of, like, in my mind, masculinity. Like, to protect, to do, you know, sacrifice, to live by his deeds rather than his words. And it's like, every interaction that I have with him, it's like, it made 4chan look even worse. Like, this is like, really, the granddad is putting the father to shame. I'm just saying. Like, that's just me. I feel like Louis Swa is, well, I mean, Louis Swa basically also helped raise Alfie and Allie after 4chan just kind of like disowned them. May carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? So I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day, and that's not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable he was, with the kind of dumbfounded grin I had not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. The mom was very nice. She was very hospitable. He was practically skipping when he told him the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. Was one of the few from Charlene who was intelligent and wise. Most get two concepts confused. True. But he was also frustratingly single-minded. Once he decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. Kinda sounds like Emmett Selk, by the way. Just saying. Sorry, dude. Loving parents don't abandon their kids for any reason. Exactly. I need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I ought to get back to work. I have to make sure those specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We can speak again later. He keeps trying to redeem 4chan. No, it's not happening. What's up, kitty cat? Has been driven you away from his forge already. For better or for worse, no. However, he has set me on a task requires more than my single pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Have prior commitments, and we have delayed them too long as such. Can you spare the time? Do I get a choice? I don't get a choice. Don't give me a choice. Gen X. What's new, Grogcat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Moving on. Moving on. Shouldn't take long. It's gonna take a while, isn't it? It's gonna take a while, Grogcat. Are you winning, Dad? You can't turn down a quest. Yeah. Heap of adamantine falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap. Master Corporal wishes to be ready for the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames of Corporal's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of aether being funneled into his furnaces. The flow is a fire-aspected aether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, to which I have borrowed the key. The adjustments will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. Okay. We'll see you at the Charlene Hamlet once the adamantine arrives, if not before. Nice. They were leaving independently and Dad wasn't funding them. At least not that they knew. Absentee dads is almost the norm from working too many hours, one of the big cultural differences. I heard in Japan, one of the big things that they do is like it's actually seen as a positive that employees will work themselves almost to like near exhaustion, like to the point where they'll pass out on the street because they've worked so hard. And like I heard that that's a thing, which is wild to me. That is absolutely wild. Holy crap. The fact that you would work at like, I've gotten to the point in my life, my wife and I talk about this a number of times. Like I work, and when I have that time and I need to put that for anything, like if I need to put that for my day job, for Caffeinated Dad stuff, or for the kids, it's full effort, maximum tilt. But there also comes a line when the other two take place, and then the kid, or they take second place, and the kids take precedence. And I think that's just important. But then even at the end of the day, I know that I need to rest and I need to take that break. And it's wild to me. Like my concept has shifted. I feel like I've always had relatively good work ethic, and I'll say relatively good, but also reasonable. Like I'm not, like I'll do my job within my daytime time period. If I work from 9 to 5, you'll get me for those 8 hours. That's bam, no problem. I signed up for that. That's my agreement. But like the idea of, you know, like having to work until like 7 or 8, busting butt because, you know, it's something that could be done at a later time or something that doesn't necessarily have to get done. I'm not about that. Once my time is done, the rest of my evenings for me and for my kids. That's how I've always looked at it. There's a specific term for dying at their job, and that's nuts. Yeah. They pass out from drinking with coworkers, yeah. Work hard, eat well, study hard, sleep well. That's the Turtle Hermit's way, yeah. It's disturbingly common in Japan. That is wild. I'll go in once inside and adjust the fire either. When I do the rather large amount of water aspect of data will issue from the vent at the top, I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be joined to the record, so. Sure. I think there's like, at one point I'd love to go to Japan. I'd love to be able to go to Japan, and I'd love to be able to like see the Final Fantasy XIV cafe, but just also experience it. I took, for whatever reason, God knows what reason, oh dear. Whatever reason, in in high school, I took Japanese. I took 2 years of Japanese, and I have no idea why I did so. But I will say that it was actually a lot of fun. Like, it was actually a fun class to be a part of. It was a fun class to learn. And out of that 2 years, I think I only learned, stuck with like 3 sentences or something. Like, it's abysmally low. It's high school too. And it was like, "Oh, namae wa nan desu ka?" Well, it was like, that's like the formal way of saying hello, or what is your name? And I would say like, Caffeinated Dad Des? I think it's Des? I don't know. I haven't done this in years. There's always one saying, and I always used to do this to try to impress people, especially when I was in college. I was trying to impress like the ladies. You can see how far that got. And and yes, it is Des. Yeah, it's literally the formal. What is your name? Yeah. Indesu was Surimasen ga aruhito wa nan desu ka? Does anyone know what that means? It has nothing to do with anything. Your mod speaks some Japanese. Probably much more than me. Go Sukoshi Wakari Masu? Yeah, all right. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. I think it's, you're saying you speak German, but you're saying in Spanish? I'm sorry, but what are those people? Yeah, yeah, very close, Witchy. It's, excuse me, but who are those people over there? But it sounds fast, you can be like, oh, I speak some Japanese. Sorry, Masenga, Anuhito wa Nazca? I mean, he said, oh, wow, oh, he knows Japanese. Who is that? Yeah. It's so dumb, and it never worked. But I thought I had such a high, like priority to like say that, because it would be like, oh, they'll think I'm distinguished. Good God, I was probably a hop, skip, and a jump away from having a damn fedora. Sorry, Masan demo anohito wa deri der desu ka? Yeah, there you go. I understand a little Japanese. Yeah, no. Horrible. I know very little. Don't let me be it. Dare. Oh, okay, Dare. Okay. Appears to be venting properly. Yay! Someone in fluent language overheard you then. It only happened once that someone actually knew Japanese and was like, responded, and I was like, tap out. And I give all the credit in the world to people who understand and can comprehend two separate languages fluently. That is that right there is a superhuman trait, because the amount of work that you have to go into to understand the inputting language that's coming in, translate it to put it into your words, and then spit it back out to your non-native language. So good. Incredible. I only know Indonesian and English. Yeah. Alright, so we got the forge going for the Aether. Nothing terribly important, merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone, yet you and only you have been to Elpis. What? Refined adamantine is a product of Alleg, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as a part of the Allegans' effort to extend beyond the bounds of this world, Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. Of those who would push further, expand Alleg's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above, perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Did he remember his life as Hermes? Yeah. I believe he had his own reasons. There is no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his former life. He only joined the Ascians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like mine, have a personality, so to speak, a natural disposition towards which they are inclined? I mean, it would make sense. We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and the inexorable decline of Alleg that moved Amon to resurrect Emperor Zonde. The Empire's people spoke lightly of the death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill their emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zonde's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Certainly has a personality, and that personality pisses Emmett off to no end. Or would have, had not Zonde been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be the means to the same end, to instill people with a new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by those who lived, Amon was appalled by those around him, how they lived. but could not bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. And both of them sought that meaning, that hope in the distant stars. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, that Amon essentially had that same kind of idea, or that same kind of disposition, and it would make a lot more sense, obviously, in that regard, of the different layers of the people who ended up being a part of the convocation. I mean, if we are any example, apparently we're on the same mindset, same line as Hydaelyn, so that makes sense. The consequences of their actions which matter. Their motives are of no moment, and yet to reach the stars on winged adamantine, to travel to the end of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting. That much I do understand. Our shit stir. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Coco is getting on? He's not having a good time. Oh, okay, I guess we're just doing one just giant circle. Oh, hey, Ether Current. So, I think what we're gonna see moving forward is I think here's my crackpot theory. Let me put this on. There we go. My crackpot theory is that I don't think that we are necessarily just going to be done with the convocation. Something tells me that they are going to play a role yet in the story. I don't know what. If it's just a memory, or maybe we're going to find something that, you know, they ended up discovering and it's going to carry over to what we're doing. I don't know. Like, we keep talking about them because I think this was like the second reference that they've had. I don't think that they're out of the picture yet. And if they are, then to me it's a big letdown, because honestly, like, I love the fact of going to Elpis and seeing all that. So I'm like it would be kind of a letdown, honestly, if they just were just kind of like, yeah, that's it. You know, you just had that glimpse. There you go. And it's like, I can't believe that they would just do that with Emmett. I'm just saying. It's just mainly Emmett. Hythlodaeus is cool, don't get me wrong. Crackpot theories. Dude. Working on arranging a dinner for like 20 people for my kid's 18th is making me crazy. I don't blame you. Is that your boy, Nicola? Is that who you're making it for? Your boy? Emmett equals daddy, yeah. Wasn't on the convocation, but he was such a close friend to Emmett. Close friend? Come on now. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantine any faster. Bonds of adamant. Tight. I do trust you deliver on your promise. I do, only. I hate waiting. I want that. I want it now. Ween woo mates. Definitely roommates. Definitely just best friend roommates. Grounds on recreational explosives. They can't prove it was premeditated. Get you going. I have mistakes to make. Should return to the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure nothing is going wrong, unintentionally or unintentional. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I plan to join you in the Charlene, Hamlet, and Nom. Okay. The only one I ever had, only ever had one. He didn't break the mold so much as blow it up. So I imagine that if it's of his friends and of that sort, then that's going to be a very big dinner. That's going to be a huge dinner. I'm just saying. How would you like Final Fantasy XIV if you're a Guild Wars 2 player? So there are some aspects that would carry over. Well, let me ask you first. Like, what do you play Guild Wars 2 for? Crixfall, what is your draw to play Guild Wars 2? That's, I usually think, the best question to ask. Wait for it. Like, what draws you in? Why do you enjoy Guild Wars 2? He's an only child, but you are not. Yep. That's usually how it goes. Good world building.
All set, I take it?
All right, I'm going to pause the conversation here with these guys real quick. Crix, I can answer this very quickly. So, Final Fantasy XIV doesn't necessarily have horizontal progression. Every time that there is kind of like a new patch, or a new major update, or a new content update, there is somewhat of a gear grind. However, it is so minimal and so incredibly easy to do that you barely kind of notice it. At least in my experience, please, anyone in here, I would say please jump in and help out. But that's also at the end game. Most of, and I've been doing this for about a year and a half, most of what you'll spend your time in your first, like, we'll say like 200 hours, there's so much story, is playing through the actual MSQ. The MSQ is without a doubt one of the like most important aspects of the game. It does so much to create weight and world building that it is absolutely unmatched. Like, you'll feel alive in this world being a part of these very key moments in its development. And then of course you can't go wrong with the free trial. I was on the free trial literally up until the very end. And the very end of it was the end of Stormblood. And I finished up Stormblood. I got all the way up to right before Shadowbringers, and then that's when I started paying. And I've only been paying since the beginning of this year. That's it. It's very, very good. It does respect your time, and I honestly, it's worth at least the first playthrough because there's so many highs and lows. I was never on the trail. Yeah. Crix, I'll let the rest of the chat answer those, because this is my first Final Fantasy game that I've ever played.
We finished what we could, delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals, trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
No, the whole gang. We need Kryl and Tartarus.
Our consultations with the Loporrits, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end.
Ariane spotted. Tax, get your boy.
For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Oh wow, that was
Are
just...
you there? It's me, Kryl.
I was gonna say, did we just get the call that
special
quickly?
delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Perfect timing. Can't beat that. Oh, Crystal Tower music.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Damn, why is 4chan always angry? So content delay off to pay
Now,
off.
where might this delivery be?
Oh god. We're gonna embarrass them in some way.
Oh.
Damn, that's a lot! Oh, Emmanuel Lane spotted. Oh, we got everyone.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
The Sky Pirates, are you kidding me? That weird cat.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air.
Time for pay.
These folks in these crates.
And more on the way.
Sicker.
Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Xeno's voice actor. That's why we did all the side
Yes,
this
because
season.
you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamon shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
That Radiant Prime membership. Some people are only here for the socializing aspect, especially in player housing. Yeah, Sickard forever. I like that these two banter
Left
back
you
and forth.
outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due. You did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hancock and Soraban.
Hancock and Soraban.
Can we watch? Now, yeah.
We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
Damn. Get them loading up.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements. Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause.
That's
Suzaku
cool.
and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onakoru, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies. I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
Damn.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
This is why I had you do all the side stuff. This is cool. The fact that all these different people came here,
That is all
and it's like, I know who they are.
But what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
No, they're gonna give it to us for free.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
Oh god.
We funded the venture.
Tartaru.
When?
Oh god, someone's talking about selling shit. Oh
Don't
god,
let the
she's
name
been summoned.
fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Oh god.
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts. which is why frugality is paramount.
The tax evader herself. She's actually
We
Hydaelyn.
also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions.
It was Alfie and Alice's
we
mom.
even had coffers to fill.
Yep. Called it.
Mother!
Chameleons.
Wait, can I please pause?
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
This is it to a T. The dad was like, you have to go out onto the own world. I cannot join you. I cannot back you on this heedless adventure, everything that you're doing. You go off. Alice, Alphino, go off and do what you need to. I cannot back you. And mom's like, here's a little $20 bill for your there you go. That's your gas money. Hey, I'm gonna send you some money on it's on your debit card. Like, mom has been mom has been founding this so long, and it fits the narrative that everyone just like is dunking on 4chan. This is another dunk on 4chan. I'm just saying. 4chan was like, oh no, like you can't do this, and the mom's like, yeah, shut up. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Everyone dunks on 4chan.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent.
Read your statement. When Alphino had to buy back the sword, I went to Phoenix and legit said, Emelian's probably scraped the cost out of the couch cushion. That's probably what it was. Like, I love that Emelian's. I'm gonna say Emelian's because ambulance I feel is like slightly disrespectful. Like the fact that she had all this money, it just it's so good.
Waste not.
Oh God, and they have like a little party saying.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, then? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Erenville, you were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinthos.
Oh, Erenville.
She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it.
But
yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless, undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed.
Damn, played him.
To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Oh. Holy crap, it's everyone.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon?
Sid motherfucking Garland, the protein king himself.
And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
Nero.
Sid, you brought the team.
Rudy, thank you for grabbing the cup.
Of course.
If you guys are new, go ahead and
Garland
grab
Ironworks finest.
There you go.
You need only point us towards my new favorite ship. Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlit before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius. He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise. So we offer none of the latter.
The team includes Alpha.
What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. There's a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
Oh, nice.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
Ori Boulder.
I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryl's message. So few scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshires, treasure hunters, not least among them.
Oh, we got some goblins?
I know. Ah, the Gobbyflock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the Gobby Boons.
Gobby Boons. This is such a cool scene.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razathan not have more pressing concerns?
Vitra?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am
SC account page. Yep. If you did the Tribe Alliance quest, there would even be more factions. This is payoff for you doing side quests.
Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words.
Writers craft almost all of this in Exile.
It is appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better.
Okay.
You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere.
Okay.
Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent.
You're gonna give me a Midgard Sorma scale?
Ashdai's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Hrisvelgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well."
After all this damn time, Midgard Sorma's like, yeah, sure, dude, what? Like, that is all we got from Midgard Sorma. That is it. I get that he's sleepy, but we just got like a word.
Thus have I
one more
brought
dragon
you
name,
his
yeah.
own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
Oh man, he's asleep. That's a dad move. Don't turn off the TV. I'm watching it.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Midhana. Oh. Midgard's hungover.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again.
If we get a 6% gain in efficiency, with all these goodies, we could get 7, no? 10, no? 14 bleeding percent. Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
I'm just saying, he might be my favorite character in Endwalker. I don't know. Kokol is awesome.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
I drink with Kokol. Oh yeah. Kokol would be a fun partier. Yeah. Oh. Oh, Dad's mad. Oh, Dad's mad.
Yes, Father?
God, everyone is watching.
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it, the lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake.
Ooh.
And we are prepared to bear this burden.
Ooh. Suck it, Dad. I don't think I saw the Basta fellas.
I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
What? Dude, I did a better job raising your kids. Okay, we're gonna let this happen. I'm sorry.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. 'Twas love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage.
I am insanity, yeah, I know.
I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures.
Jan, it's like, get your dirty hands off of my children. Half Dad in the background. You try feeding them to monsters on a regular basis. They came along willingly.
The great exodus would succeed. Must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative.
Just saying.
If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older.
And I have worked out the custody agreement.
Part of me thought him a fool. Perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children.
Was eating crow after the stun he just pulled in Hydaelyn? Yeah.
A naive hope. But stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing. When he perished at Cartano.
All right, I'm just forecasting it. We're seeing the mask off, as you guys called it, where it's like now we're seeing him as like a father who genuinely cared about his kids and constantly did everything that he did to make sure that his kids had a future, despite having them nearly die. Alfie almost got unalived in frickin' Ul'dah after the whole the Braves incident. I mean, I'm just saying, 4chan is gonna die before the end of end of Endwalker. I'm just saying. I'm calling it now. He is not making it.
As we pulled that twisted
that's what
slab
Square
of
Enix is
galley
gonna
from the
do.
sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you.
Very specific issue, the end of the world. Would you have done the same? Would you love to hear from an actual parent? So there is always a better way. And 4chan was blessed because he has very, very strong-minded, very resilient kids. He has 2 kids who are very much like him, and they're very much like his dad himself and Louis Soir, as they are essentially confident of themselves. They can go out and do what they need to. As a father, I wouldn't abandon them. You can't abandon your kids. However, it is a delicate dance, and if any of you guys are parents, you guys know it's a delicate dance. Being a parent and having kids is because you have to make sure that they don't do anything that's going to cause irreparable harm or damage to them down the line, but also you don't want to cradle them and coddle them so much that they don't experience life. I use the butterfly analogy, the butterfly saying, where it's, if you squeeze them too tightly, if you're holding a butterfly and you squeeze it too tightly, you'll crush it. But if you hold it too loosely, it'll fly away. There's a right balance with it. And it's like, it's a fine line. And finding it with your own kids, again, with your own kids is you know, like that's my goal. That's my life goal. And I think I do okay. I could always do better. I think every parent always believes that they can do better, but still. I don't agree with him completely abandoning his kids in the idea of like, well, they know that they don't know any better. Like, they don't know that what I'm fighting for and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, but it's for their betterment. I think the problem is that he didn't want to recognize Alfie and Alice as equals and companions. He got too caught up in the idea of being the dad that he didn't realize that they were their own people and could actually help him in prevention of his ultimate goal from God, that at the end of his world was coming, so he didn't want to get his kids involved. Yeah. Now, did he go right about it? No, but his heart was in the right place. Probably not. They don't know what he knows, and he physically was prevented from telling them, which is true. He was physically prevented, and that could also be a part of that. He couldn't tell them. Remember? Yeah.
No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship.
Thancred, Ranjit, Fortuno, Varys.
I was wrong.
That would be fun.
You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream.
He didn't give his kids enough credit. I think that was his biggest problem.
You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
With the Ancients, yeah.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
And would still forget about Tartaroo.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures.
Oh, Emilians. Spilling the tea.
If he learns what you were really up to.
Emilians.
Bully him, yep. Taking the piss out of 4chan.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
You dummy. You should have just
I
trusted
assumed
us.
that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular.
I'm their
I see
stepdad.
now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
Allie was just born that way.
If we finish loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Grahatia using that
Perhaps
crystal
you can
Xrd
spare a few
experience.
words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You have no small number of friends and admirers here, after all.
Oh God, you want me to do a speech? Oh God, and they're all looking at me? What in the Avengers music is that? It would just be like, it would be just so funny if it's like everyone's like, speech, speech, everyone's going to talk. We need something that's going to get us motivated. And he just like looks, takes off his glasses, and then walks out. Like, no explanation, nothing. He just gives them the nod, books it. Like, and they're like, we understand. We understand. I felt that. Time to use those relatively not. Public speaking, extreme. Let's see. I like with me. Where are we going? I have no idea. When you fight guys in the Praetorium.
Your
Yeah.
assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
Evening, Hanami. All right. I'm over here. Which means the rest of the engineers is in the engineer's capable hands. Has issued us an invitation. He revealed by the means we will be, Hydaelyn will be made in contact. Thank you, Qatar. I appreciate it. 16 months. Thank you very much for being a part of this. She holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the forum's method of speaking to her is not without risks. I'm curious to what those might entail, but regardless, we've been warned. Zero out of 3 fish ending. Alrighty. Alrighty, let's go talk to 4chan one more time. It would be hilarious though. She has a lift key and can send you down after me. We're going full speed, huh? Mm-hmm. So I didn't have the marketing skills at all. I banked on my experience, my marketing experience for that to happen. That's all. Yeah, and I did get 2 out of 3 fish. This is 2 out of 3 fish ending. Clara Lane. Damn, this place is freaking huge. Through Amazing, it marks the beginning of the end of our efforts, whence we delve to seek audience with the star, and whence we embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Oh damn, we're like down. It's like the heart of the star. Now I'm really deep inside. Nice. What's the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a tricycle? A tire. Haha. See? Yeah, that was pretty funny, I thought. Damn, that actually does look like a spaceship. I thought it would have been bigger. I mean, I guess it is pretty big, but I thought it would have been bigger. Was built inside of an active volcano. That was legit. Teeny tiny toy boat. There's the center. Behold the arc over which we have long labored. Who decided the paint job on it? As you can see, it was designed as a medium-sized craft to better reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturized magics have been applied to its interior to ensure the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. The Aether Burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon. I've received word that Kokolo and several of your allies are working on it with intense fervor. They're sure to see it done. 'Twas by your expertise that many prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time with speaking with Hydaelyn ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. Red, white, and blue. America! Bigger on the inside. Are we going full Tartars? They just keep it cold now. I've done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? Oh, another lyric. Charlene, Magic, and Allegan Tech. Her children won an level 89. Ooh. All right. We make for the lift at the center of this chamber. Come. Okay, everyone's going down off over here. Oh, it's like all the way over there. I almost move as fast as you guys. You know, I know that I'm getting close to the end of Endwalker. I know that I'm getting fairly close, but there is something that that has to be said. I legitimately kind of miss doing Hildebrand. I know that we didn't do Hildebrand for Shadowbringers because it wasn't there, but like, there's like part of me that's like, I kind of miss doing Hildebrand. You know? I know that's coming. I know that's. Damn, is she just like right down there? Shall be rewarded. I have an hour and a half. I'm only halfway through the stream. Alongside our physical world exists an ethereal plane of what we refer to as the Ethereal Sea. At the heart of the star, the physical and ethereal are one and the same. Thus, the deeper we go, the easier it becomes to pass between the said planes. We utilize this principle in constructing the anti-tower, and once more here in Thaumazein. No sooner did the Forum decide that an exodus from the star would be necessary that we began to work on the facility. Our work culminated in a device that allowed us to peer deeper into the Ethereal Sea than ever before, to search for Hydaelyn's ever-faintest echo. The Altaiscope. And you communicate with her through this device? For a time, yes, but then, since the 7th Umbral Calamity, there has been rare to hear even a whisper. If you wish to reach her, you must journey closer to the star than we have ever dared, beyond the Altaiscope. Even so, I make no guarantee you will find her, nor of your safety, not so deep in the Ethereal Sea. We have no choice but to try. Oh boy. Elitoscope. Ocular lens by which we may peer into the Ethereal Sea without placing ourselves at hazard lies above us. Through it we can watch and guide you. In those swirling depths there are pockets of aether so dense and turbulent that they can unravel one's soul. Good God! If we determine that you are at risk at coming in contact with such a pocket, we will recall you with our teleportation magics. To that end, it would be best if one familiar with the composition of your souls remained here and assist in assessing said risk. Otherwise, there is an increased probability that we will extract you too early or too late. Y'shtola, right? Cryle? Oh, okay. Yeah, I would have said Y'shtola. To join you in the trials ahead. The events at the Tower of Babel drain me, yes, but even before that, your capabilities far outstrip my own. This is no time for the weak link in our vanguard, no matter how much she may wish it were otherwise. As laid out, however, I may still be of use. Do you trust me in doing so? Yeah, of course. Compared to all the effort you put into keeping us alive while our souls were in the first, preventing us from dissolving into aether on a single expedition ought to pose no challenge at all. And even if we did, I would expect you would hunt us down and restore us to health somehow. As the experience from Shadowbringers true. Alright. Those in ages past refer to the ethereal sea as the underworld, our final resting place. Oh, Hades. In its embrace is memory washed away, leaving only the purity of one's soul, or so we believe. Yet what of the memories? Few think of what to ask what becomes of them, cast adrift in the ethereal seas. Linger for a time, those associated with strong sentiment in particular. Etioscope. Certainly wouldn't be escaping her from anytime soon. All right. Thus do I caution you to be wary, but also have faith. Remember those who did gladly extend a hand to you. They may lift you up once more. The Etioscope. We've killed in dungeons. Their memories are going to be mad. Yeah, this is like... This is going to hell. This is... Okay, damn. Not even giving me a chance. This is going to hell right now. That's basically what it is. Using the NPC party members for storytelling. I've already got the mods on it. They've been so excited about this kind of stuff. In the big 25? No. Who is the LvL with the cane? Who just walked in here? Who's walking in here with an umbrella? Who is that? Wait, who is it? Liar?
All seems in order with the lens. And I trust you can hear me.
That's a red mage. Liar strolled in and was just
Those
like,
things are pure
hey,
malcontent.
I'm just a bit
The residue of lives unfulfilled.
Whoa. Easy, Sammy. Heresy. Too bad Pimpstrut is an emote. I'm like trying to look around and see all the different things that are here. Phantom Kings. I'm gonna have to. Well, Galactic's already charged in. I'll look around here in a sec. You just. Anytime that I pop a cooldown, you're just like, I'm gonna run away now. Every time. Just pumping him full of big heals. Looks like that's the crystal right over there. I don't know, there's so many shiny things. Oh, what the hell is that? Alright, I've looked around. I'm good. Yeah, guys, I'm just messing with Galactic. I am. I know that he's not steered me wrong this entire time that I've played this game. He's all right. He's good to go. Okay, but now he ran this way. Why are we running this way? Can I pull you? Did I miss something? Or do we have to go a different route? Oh wow, there's a bunch of stuff all the way down. It seems like this is almost like a study, you know? Like this is where like someone or something was studying. I mean, look at all the books. Galactic, you're good to go. Go ahead and pull to your heart's content. Illbird! This is personal. Sloppy. Memory of principled Scion takes form. Principled Scion. Ah, Papa Meow, Gabriel, Tutsamati, yes. Oh, Livia the Undeterred. Oh, this bitch is still around? She is still somewhat in existence. That's just how she is here in the Ethereal Sea. Yeah, well, she got what she needed to. Never again will I yield to you. You didn't yield to me, we just unalived you. I was expecting a little bit harder of a mechanic, truth be told. She's still too angry to fade away. Get over here! You know what? She had what had come. It looked like an upgrade to me. Same time as the other one, yeah. Ah. I'm on to your shenanigans. Alexa, he wasn't man enough by Tony Braxton. No sweat. She's still mad as hell. Livia, just doing what you think. How many hours? My Lord Gaius.
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you.
I would say for me to get to this point. Oh, wait.
The ether is too dense. Oh, I'm losing you.
21 days. Took me 21 days to get to where I'm at right now. 21 days, 22 hours, and 6 minutes. But that's also me doing side content and taking my time and not just pushing through the MSQ. Ready to go. Whee! Hey, first off, ow. Galactic, I'm ready. I'm ready for the big boy pulls. Is that an axe? Was that Ardbert's axe? A Valiant Archon with an axe. Did I see in the rush familiar affection, the memory of a Valiant Archon takes up. Oh, harsh. The memory of a kind-hearted knight takes place. Oh my goodness. I don't like all these sad memories. Basically everyone that we lost along the way. He rejoined with you. Harsh and Fawn still protected you. Then remember the ones you had with him. Yeah, I know. I know that's what I should do, but come on now. Better if you bring Bankward with him. Oh. What trauma is this one gonna bring? I'm gonna lose my shit if we see Emmett here. That's gonna be friggin' hilarious. Rithlain the Unshakable. Okay, Big Shield Boy still has giant shields. Okay. He was not a fan of Westwind. I'm pixel perfect. Ha! Didn't have to move. Oh, they just kind of destroy themselves. Okay. In our playtime due to the upgrades at 2.0, the bosses when we started. mistime that heal. That heal was just like a second sooner. It would have been right on point. Look, watch. Now we do it. Look, you ready? No sweat. Got the heal on. I like that it's kind of like callbacks to Gaius. Like like we had Livia as the first boss. We had Ruth-Hitton. Oh, that was nothing. You could have taken a bigger hit. Rin-tin-tin. Rin-tin-tin, rin-tin-tin-tin. So look, now you time it. Expected Helios. Heal goes off just as that. Oh god, he just like exploded into crystal. The hell is that thing? Oh, up, cool down. Damn it. Damn it, 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 damn it. Oh, we doing big boys? Oh, we doing big boys. Okay. Luckily, Lightspeed just came off. Rather you not die, Galactic. Whew. All right, no problem, no problem. He lived. Oh my goodness, no, he did not. Minfilia's spirit. Can we talk to her? I want to talk to her. Making the path for you the whole time. I was wondering if they were going to tell us who it was. Galactic, if you could stop trying to die, that would be just absolutely fantastic, you know? Where's the fun? Great return to the Crying Sands. Let me living dead. No! You will not use your skills as requested. I think that's something that if I were to continue on healing, I would have to get a lot better. I never let him living dead because I get worried. I'm like, you're about to die though. My job is to make sure that you don't not die. You don't die. There you go. Are we down deep in here? Every healer. No! He doesn't not die. He didn't not die.
So headstrong, stubborn to the last. But this is as far as you go.
Amon?
Oblivion beckons!
Oh man, Amon. He is so... Why does he look like a giant manta ray? Your job is to make sure that he never gets it. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Many faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far! You will persist in this folly no longer! The stage is set!
Alright, he's doing something. And everyone's running. Oh, okay, it just goes that way. What else is gonna happen? Ah, he punches with his right fist, okay. That would kind of make sense, because, you know...
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction!
I was gonna say, we have nothing to hide behind. Wind leaps from the pages of memories. Shiva? Or Isale? Hello?
My, what a boorish audience you are!
Amon the Undying, the Amon the Undying pain in the ass. Wait, there's no ice, and then Isale's soul coming in clutch. I'm just eating every one of these punches at this rate. Well, it's 2-4. Thank you for grabbing a cup. If you guys got the mugs, put them up. Salsa Lele. Stupid Amon! Just stay dead! Sam, he was trying to finish that cast. I saw that. Come on over here. But his pat's on its own hard to this day. Oh my goodness, I hit level 91. Easy peasy. Just die already.
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, delusions and lies.
What, so he can just run away? Pain in the ass, man. That was actually a pretty good rescue. You will be retainer, Caffeinated. Oh, and everyone else shows up now. I like totally we did all the legwork. I'm just saying. Here, let's go ahead and get the picture. Hopefully my... Ooh, I'll take that. In New York. Okay, hopefully my camera doesn't break, but here we go. Oh, it didn't break. He still has depression. Tancred looks displeased. God, if I have to fight this dude again, I'm gonna be so pissed.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Good, dude, it's about time. Just punch him square in the face.
Leave this to him.
Just one. Pop! You bastard.
Come to deal the coup de grace. Good.
Initially.
Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Imagine being so angry with the futility of life that you want everyone to die along with you. Bring me a hat, please.
How would you know that name?
Long story short, I met him a long time ago, and yeah, basically he was kind of a pain in the ass. He was kind of like you, yeah.
Then it was you in Elpis, with Emmett Suck. The final pieces fall into place.
Pain in the Ascian.
In my halcyon days, as the mortal Amon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them.
Makes sense.
No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emet adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days, only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amarok.
Oh my
in
God.
Blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake. My life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end. I have lived. I have struggled.
Oh.
I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death.
So what's the reason? What's the
So
utility
I
of
ask
it?
you,
Yep.
why live at all? We betray. We torment. We murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception.
For someone who just got dealt like mortal blows, like he is long-winded.
Life is so sacred, so precious. Why fill it with such misery?
Nihilism is a heck of a term.
wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning.
Asking and then gets answers immediately.
To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution.
You're wrong.
That is my truth, my answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end?
Damn, his voice actor is doing amazing work here.
Was this the only way?
Zonde Medion.
After all these years.
He got a big ring on that hand.
Is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Fandaniel, still clinging to existence, I see.
Who the hell?
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I.
Is that La Habrea?
We prisoners to men, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet.
I could be wrong. I don't know. The voice acting.
Is that Arcee?
No fucking way. It cannot be. Please don't make it a side.
How very astute.
Oh
But
my
let me be
God,
clear,
no.
I have not come to consort with the likes of you.
I am literally in, oh my God, I am in hell. I am in figurative and literal hell with theater kids. What kind of shit is this? Oh. I guess I got confused with his voice. I got confused with his voice and that of Amon's and Fandaniel's all rolled into one. So I was just like, Ethereal Barrel. I got the bad ending, the 2 out of 3. It's a cameo in your cameo.
Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos. I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance.
Oh my God, shut up, asshat.
Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus, even should you be reborn. Your desperate search for answers must start again.
He's just so pissed that he made him betray me. Don't look at me, dude. Next time we'll find the answers the answer together. That's the good line.
Even here, even now,
has to take him on the turbo hell.
you have every right to hate me. For the fool I was, for the monster I became. But I will not beg forgiveness. The tale of Hermes
doesn't even know
so
that that wasn't Xenos at the end of his life.
Ends here.
How do I get rid of you for good isn't an option.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
Likewise, I pray we do not meet again.
You had better hope not.
The fact that he's like, he is so pissed with Amon. Flipping the word double deuces and backflipping into turbo hell. Does something right for once.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
No, I was thinking that we were going to stand here. The compilation of Xenos. No one wanted to follow you. Please leave.
Hello there.
Leo, thank you for grabbing a cup. You guys got the mugs, go ahead and put them up. Oh
Brave
man.
travelers, I welcome you.
What's up, Ma? Oh damn, she got the whole fit. Oh god, why does she look like a primal? We're gonna have to kill her, aren't we? I don't like it. There's a circular arena. There's a circular arena. And then she floated down. We're gonna have to fight her, aren't we?
I see. Thou didst journey unto Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge.
She kind of looking sinister right now.
I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem.
For her, it's been 12,000 years. Yeah.
Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a little too hot-headed.
I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless? That our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Atheris, sought to free their worlds from life's woes.
Not all either. Finally!
Anger,
It's all Trialis.
conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteon reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out.
Why are you thinking like that, Urianger?
Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope.
Not only there's bad news, it's mostly Trialis.
As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights.
Oh, she's going
thou
through.
Hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light.
Oh, he's
The
hitting
duty
each one of
say,
them.
Thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure.
I swear to God, I thought she was just gonna look at Astinian and be like, nice lance. Like that would have been... I know it breaks the mood and all that, but I was just waiting for like the one-liner for Astinian. That's all I was expecting. Like, that's all I was expecting. All right, she
As
did talk
witness
about
to
it.
black
All right,
calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse.
Touching comedic, I know.
And thou, my champion. When all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope.
Up until Elpis, yeah. As a Dark Knight, when I met her in the scene, everything just felt right, yeah.
For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on,
Little Pog Jam,
heads
yeah.
held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
If we should prove ourselves worthy? If we should prove ourselves worthy. We're gonna have to fight the mom again. We're gonna have to do the Venat extreme. Now it's Hydaelyn extreme. And it's like we're gonna... What if I just like quit right now? Like that's it, guys. We're gonna go play Flappy Bird. That's it. That's all I want. That's all. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. What do you mean prove yourselves? I know Hydaelyn Extreme is a fight. We get all the way to this moment, and we still have to. We still got to keep fighting.
Hark!
Oh, there's that sword that whooped my ass earlier.
Nigh impossible is it to
We won't die the final day, won't
the
it?
edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself?
We'll cancel your sub if you fall, or if you
Should
fail.
you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
Okay, all right. Oh, Astinian.
Ourselves worthy, eh? Sounds straightforward enough.
Zero hesitation or questions.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
Your answer.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Oh, the music, it's popping.
for the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Do I get a say?
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
Oh man, all right. So, before we get started, before we jump into it, because I know Galactic's just waiting. We'll have, okay, due to support. All right, yeah, with the trusses. All right, hold on. Before we get into this, the only thing that I will say is that I was of the mind that we were going to fight Hydaelyn. It seems like I was incorrect in the idea of how we were going to have to fight Hydaelyn. I thought that we were going to fight her to bring balance. It seems more so that she's like, you have to beat me. You have to prove that you can beat a supreme deity to be able to face Medion and go basically where nobody else is going. I was of the mindset that we were going to have to fight her to bring balance to everything, and I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. But I am just like, it's like almost like a culmination of the end, because even she realizes that this is the end. Like, this is the very finish. This is like all or nothing, which is, I love that term. I love the idea of an all or nothing. Like, it's like sink or swim, however you wish to call it. This right there, like, okay, I'm starting to talk myself into goosebumps. Okay, a little bit, hold on. Small talk. Courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance to rise from the ashes while the fire still burns, bloodied and unbowed. Then friends have made me strong. What? Surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? I have not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour, there were people I cared for, mentors, comrades. That mad woman who gave up her life for us. Then Isale mentioned. Then you and Alphino threw me off, threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've never known peace since. Never in the past, present, or future have I found only happiness. To live, to be the beset by hardships, great and small. Yet in adversity, we find the strength to strive for the next moment of peace, and no matter what trials we face. By the strength have the will of the gods been undefied, and fortunes of men ever been changed forever. May it again be so on this day. Being deadpan even now. Yeah, like no emotion. Called us incomplete, pitiful creatures, he said, and maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear, they all walk with us wherever we go. But we will prove to him that we deserve to live, and we'll prove to Hydaelyn, Medion, to the universe itself if we must. Threw me off a bridge. Methinks we possess a surfeit of healers. Perhaps I shall call upon my amber carbuncle in lieu of celestial beings. Fear not, from unity and camaraderie doth my strength arise, not from choice of magic. We have too many healers, is what he's saying. Pain and despair, aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I have cursed my own powerlessness. It is in the blessed moments in between that I had chose to hold my heart in my heart, memories and possibilities, to fight for those things to keep living. Minfilia and Reen, to say nothing of Yulbach, I know would never settle for less. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise and grant life to the new star, or the star of new life. As it wills, long she has labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts to prove Hydaelyn's own faith. I gotta take this off. I gotta take this off because I can't cook. It's time to heal. All right, Galactic, fire it up. Let's do it. Can I talk to her? She doesn't track them. Music is up as loud as it goes. Time to cook is over. It's time to eat. I want to thank you guys for being on this journey with me. Thank you. Divine light.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
Oh man,
Have
that's
you
a
the
tight
strength
arena.
of will to alter man's fate? A change of arms. May the test continue.
Change of arms. Oh god, is she... She's gonna bounce back and forth between jobs, isn't she? Go on, Mantle. What the hell is that?
We're near or far.
Okay, ow.
And now this. Light unyielding.
Okay, that hurt like a bitch. I appreciate you guys also going a little slower. All right, so she's back to sword.
By blade.
I got Oh my goodness. All right, hold on. Let's get ourselves back up here. She's doing something.
We're near or far. By blade.
I know it now.
Crystals of light, to me.
Oh geez. The hell is what the hell is this?
Here.
We're inside the freaking crystal.
The song of creation's end. Feel. The sorrow at hope's demise. Think.
Talk about the healing
Find
check.
your way in the darkness. Follow your light. Or fly, my children, and never look back.
I'm not gonna lie, this is really cool. When's the damage gonna hit? I'm trying to time it with cooldowns.
Then you are resolved. But this test is far from over.
I'm trying to time it with
crystal's light. Where near or far. Where high or low.
Galactic, I would appreciate it if you would stay alive there, buddy. Thank you. Woof. Low on mana, I am.
Light unyielding. Refulgence eternal.
It's like so stressful, but like kind of peaceful. Galactic has eaten five bone stacks. Solo duty against Venat, yeah.
By blade.
Oh, I ate that. 400 health. Oh, Galactic, don't die on me, buddy. Don't die on me. We're playing a dangerous game here, ladies and gentlemen.
Succumb not to fear.
I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna pop it for myself. Oh God, they move so slow.
Light unyielding.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Now the flood is moving so damn slow. You know what? Y'all are bunched up. Get some AoE healing. Yeah. Venus! Wait, red's close, right?
Where near or far.
Ah! Damn it, I got clipped. Well then, there's two deaths. Could not pop heals fast enough. I'm sorry. The wall kills you instantly. Running low on cooldowns. Is that the AoEs? I think it's that. No, that isn't the AoEs. All right, go on, man. All right, we're good. I think we're gonna be fine. I think. I don't know.
We're near or far.
Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. I'm still in it. How many times can I die in a single fight? Add one more to it. Oh God. The amount of All right, this is a bad look. I'm going to say hold on moving.
Light unyielding.
I was doing so good. I promise at one point I was doing so good. Oh my goodness, is this what endgame healing is like? Oh God, I don't think we have any. Hold on. I don't even have mana to...
By blade!
Alright, we can do this. We can do this. A lot easier to heal when there's only a couple of them. Nope. LB3. Oh my God. I didn't need this. Oh my God. I was like, what? I see chat going, and I was like, oh God, they must be cheering me on or something. Oh boy. Just kill the damn lady. The entire time, chat is just rolling through, and it's just like, oh man, they must be cheering me on, saying, go, Calf, go. I
At last, man has the strength to.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Pio had that. You were given the chance to save the team. The fact that everyone was sitting here was like, Cap, LB3. I'm like, God, they're cheering me on. We're at the end. You gotta make it. You know what? I'm just saying. We still won. So I'm happy. Yeah, and also, Galactic, don't think I didn't notice that in the chat for the party, you were like, yeah, I want everyone to drag their asses through this fight. I'm just saying. I saw that. You were like, everyone. This also makes the second Limit Break 3, LB3, we call it falling up. This is the second Limit Break 3 that I missed. The first one was against Elidibus and the Warrior of Light. As a tank, I was supposed to pop the LB3. I've gotten so used to not popping it. This is the second one. This is the second one, the top tip top lane. Oh yeah, all right, here, hold on. I got a grovel. Where's my grovel? Grovel, there we go. All right, everyone smile. Oh, the camera froze. Oh, that's some other healer's job. I am not doing that in Cap Dad's. This is not Cap Dad's stream like this. All right. Let's see. Will it pop back up? Oh, my sides hurt actually. You gonna work? You gonna act like you work? All right, hold on. As you can tell, I'm a professional healer. Oh, is it? Okay, there it goes. There we go. I grovel shamelessly. It's okay, though. I think everyone got to carry me. Wait. Everyone got to drag me through this fight. That was fun. I'm just saying. I can't be a Cap Dad stream without it freezing. It's good. It's good. I'm not gonna lie, like my sides hurt actually a little. I'm laughing at that. Of course, it wouldn't be a Cap Dad stream if I didn't, like, it wasn't me walking across the finish line. It was literally me like crawling across the finish line. I know. It's a real suitcase for fight. But by the way, celestial oppositions, I didn't even think of that. I was trying to, I don't even know what I was trying to do. I was just trying to not die with all the mechanics going on. And not on one of the wheelie ones.
No, this can't be happening.
Oh God, is she dying? She is dying. His dead body was just dragged.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you. This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporets. They will guide you to her.
Oh, man.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
Of course.
The Ark, isn't it? Isn't that going to be where we go?
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized.
We're removing her completely from existence.
They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal, our final hope.
Oh, that's... We are literally wiping her from existence. Holy crap.
Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope. As goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope.
This is going to be really weird to explain to the Sharlayans, to be like, hey,
I have a gift for thee. Come closer.
We killed Mama Crystal. The one day I'd eat this giant crystal. A long, long time. Yeah.
Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on.
She took the long way around.
Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire.
How long you've wandered, burned bright as a star. Oh,
As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift.
Oh my god,
Thou
this
dost
music.
possess the crystal of Ascian, yes?
Never leave home without it.
As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the ethereal sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance.
Each drop a blessing from heavens above, and how as time flowed on those waters.
God, the music.
It is thy hope
so
and
crushing.
prayers that enable Ascian's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer.
The originalism.
With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of
I'm
oblivion.
not crying. Emmett, Zem never got a crystal. Supercharged candy.
Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
Oh God, we made her cry.
I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
What the shit was that, man? God, why did it hit in such a hard moment? Why did it... Instead of...
Remember how I said you often ended up with pie instead of a cake? So, after all that happened, what would you say your accuracy on your original Hydaelyn prediction was? 70%? 80%?
I think I had like 70%, honestly. I had 70% because I had the right idea. I had the idea of what was gonna happen. I knew that we had to kill Hydaelyn, but I thought that we had to kill her to bring balance. I didn't think that we had to kill her as a trial, as she was like, hey, you have to beat me, you have to best me to prove that you are willing to fight for the star. Good God. What's even worse is that right there at the fucking end, when we say the line for Venat, like, it's like that last painful dagger, like, that we were there, that she knew that we had it in us to be able to keep going. Jesus. Oh my God. To fill in while she was gone. I know, it's... Jesus. It's a special reaction to option 2. Good God. Find light everlasting. God. Can only go downhill from here. Deep as you went, we could neither see nor hear you. The aether near the end gave me quite a fright. What in the world happened? Remember you by your true name, yeah. You can kill what you love, you can kill anything. Now she can walk into the end and rest. One day you will say the same to your kids. We killed her. So I forgot LB3. She had been for so long. We will find Medion if it's the last thing that we do. If you wouldn't mind handing over the crystal, that is, the fancy navigator one. Where it congregates the despair of countless stars. You are just so determined to see this through. Should words fail us, we will fight to the bitter end. I know that it pains you to accept this. Would that I need to ask more of you. Yet we only have two means to travel the great expanse, the moon and Charlane's Ark. I am all too aware that that without both of them there will be no exodus. But I nevertheless beg you to honor the agreement that we made. Will be honored. You have earned the right to use the ship as you see fit, and I would not rescind it even if I wanted to. I do not, and with all my power to aid you in your cause. It's about time you got along with this. Oneself to Hydaelyn is never easy. Despite our unparalleled genius, we will need to take a day to make the necessary calculations. You may as well take an advantage of it. Oh, gods. Shall we head above ground for some fresh air and perhaps a nap? Now's not the time to cry. Save her for later. Geez, Living Way, let us cry a little bit before we go. Please. Yeah, we're back to the annex. I think the reason that I have this sentiment, the feeling that I have about it, is that I feel like while it's sad, it was destined. You know, like I feel like that's kind of the sentiment. The sentiment is that this is how it had to be. This is how it was always going to be. And we just needed to be strong enough to see it through. Like, and I get that, like, you know, the rest is well needed, of course. It's sad but full of hope because we had to prove ourselves to her. We had to prove ourselves for your answer. Now you finally have given it to her. Handling the world to the people that which she would know. Yeah, absolutely. That's it exactly. She was a prisoner in a way, and I guess what makes it that much worse is that it's like, I knew that we had to deal with her because she, in essence, was a primal, of course. But the fact that as we were dealing with her, as we were, she was still encouraging us. It's that moment when your child becomes better than you. And it's like, I know that moment will eventually come for me. And I hope that it does. But it's... Fuck, I'm at a loss for words, guys. How hard the question she gave, has it been good? It's newer players, but I remember it hitting like a ton of bricks, ugly crying after playing this game for 11 years. For those who come after, jeez. This ends up, since popping me out. It's... Imagine, for a year and a half, been playing with like the sentiment that there's this friend, this companion, this deity that's always got your back, that's always there, even when, you know, things seem the most bleak. Like, you knew that you could count on her, and now she's gone. And it's... So she could find the courage to endure. Her future self was waiting for mankind to find their own way without her, so she could return to the star. She will find our way. We will gives her peace. And done. I can feel. I feel like you can see that with Hydaelyn's thread. Hydaelyn's thread closing. Yeah. Well, there's two bads that we have that we're gonna have to deal with. I slept in full armor again. I didn't even shower. Neath dark waters.
Some time, indeed, yes. For you, at least.
Emmett?
Believe me, I'd meant to get some proper sleep. But here we are, drifting along instead. Well, well, you too. And so we remain, to watch and wonder.
Does every voice sound like Emmett to you? Yeah, kinda. But it's Amarat's theme and we're underwater.
Yes, indeed. To begin, we first must see the end.
Not sassy enough. Hythlodaeus. Hythlodaeus, excuse me. Sleeping in the sunglasses. So clearly not Emmett, yeah. Yeah, like all the voices, to me, all the voices, maybe I'm like Hippodaeus. All right. That's where I'm going to call it. Hippopotamus. All right, so there's... That's great. I know what I'm just going to be watching. First off, I'm definitely making a meme out of the LB3. I'm just saying. All right. So we did unalive Mama Crystal, and it hit like a sack of potatoes. Holy crap, that hurt. But I'm like, I'm so like, I gotta keep going, you know? Like, there's, I don't know. Probably like 1 or 2 more streams. Yeah. Sack of LvLs, sack of potatoes. Yeah, Cernix. All right. It just feels empty. I don't know. And maybe it's because I knew that this was gonna happen. I don't know. I knew that we were gonna have to fight Hydaelyn. Since we killed Zodiark, I was like, we're definitely fighting Hydaelyn. I know. But it's like... It still is just like it hurts. And the fact after all that waiting, all that suffering, and she even said, she was like, I had to give mankind trials until you came, until you were able to step up and be that guiding light, to be the one strong enough to take over after I'm gone. And mankind had to suffer. They had to. And it's like... Fuck me, that hippopotamus, yeah. Alright, so Hydaelyn's done. And there's only 2, and I will say like this. Whoa. there's two threats that still remain largely untested. First off is, of course, Medion, which I think we are going to. There's no question in my mind that we are heading there right now. And then there's Xenos. We have those two to deal with. I'm thinking, I still think Xenos is going to be the biggest big bad. I think we're gonna have to deal with Medion, but I think Xenos is the Pent Umbrum kind of like big bad. Now, what I'm thinking is, because he is a Reaper now, I am thinking that he is going to somehow absorb all the negative energy from Medion. Like, we're gonna weaken Medion and he's gonna like absorb her or become like a kind of like Primalesque himself, and then it's gonna be a duel to the death then. I think that's how it's gonna go. I feel like Medion, even though we've known for a while, we're gonna find a way to calm her down, and it's only gonna get further exacerbated by Xenos. He's gonna do something, take up a whole bunch of songs of dead juice of dead worlds, and him being a Reaper is to reap the end of Ethereal. And that's what I think he's gonna do. I don't know. Straight into the end. What in the menu, chef? Oh man. All right. So that being said, I really do appreciate you guys being here and hanging out. Holy crap. This was sad. It's like, I knew it had to be done, but it's still very sad. I want to appreciate all of you guys who were here watching along with me. I want to appreciate all the mods who have faithfully made sure that I don't see anything I don't see. I shouldn't see. Golly. I also want to give a shout out to all the members of the channel, those who are helping me on this journey to become a full-time content creator. I thank you. I do want to also give a shout out to the donations and memberships tonight. Dark Knight of Anime, thank you for the donation. Jack as well, I appreciate that. Vernacular with the gifted memberships, thank you very much to all the new caffeinated members. No Time, as well as Rika and Qatar, I appreciate each one of you guys. Qatar for 16 months, Dark Knight for 15, Nicola for 18, and Jack with another 10. Holy crap, like, you guys humbled me. And this story is, I can't wait to see the end. I really can't. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I will see you on the other side of it. Next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. we are here. We're going to see how far we get, and then we'll make the judgment call of when we're finishing Endwalker. As always, stay caffeinated, folks.